Howdy out there, folks. Here we've got The Doors on 4K Blu-ray, the Jim Morrison biopic, directed by, of course, Oliver Stone and starring Val Kilmer in arguably one of his best performances. I would probably put his role as Doc Holliday as his ultimate zenith, but this is certainly an impressive display of acting ability by Mr. Kilmer. And while, unfortunately, the film itself, I think, is a little bit of a misfire, Oliver Stone uses his usual editing flourishes, and the movie has a pretty hyperkinetic feel about it. And when the Doors are on stage and Val Kilmer is channeling his best impression of Jim Morrison, there's no denying it captures the energy exceptionally well. I think the problem is the film itself comes off as just a series of vignettes, almost montage-like, in one song after the next. And I've always, despite the fact that I think in general the soundtrack that they selected, the music that they selected from the Doors' catalog was very good. I regretted not seeing Love Her Madly, which is one of my favorite Doors songs. But in spite of that, I definitely recommend it, just especially for the feel, the vibes of the film. And I think that Val Kilmer just completely channeled Jim Morrison. I think where the film was let down is the script. It should have allowed for a few moments of sort of calm and perhaps give the audience a little bit more insight into Morrison, because as it stands now, he just sort of comes off as a little bit of a, I wouldn't say, I mean, certainly the guy was very talented, especially as a frontman for a rock band. And I do think he had some interesting things to say, very iconoclastic, a provocateur, as it were, and I think a thoughtful person. But at the same time, he was in his 20s. He was searching. Not everything that he did, certainly his behavior in many instances, was not exemplary. I think that you could make the case that, at least the film makes Jim Morrison kind of look like an ass, but a very talented one who undeniably was able to create some real manic energy on stage. And I'm sure his concerts were pretty amazing to be a part of. So, but again, the movie itself, I would probably give it a C+. But the performance by Val, I'd give it an A. And of course, the music is fantastic. And this 4K Blu-ray is based on a 4K transfer from the original camera negative, and also is a slightly different cut. I believe that Oliver Stone cut out like 3 minutes toward the end that he felt was superfluous. I honestly can't remember that. I only watched the director's cut on this disc, but like I said, the mood, the vibes, and Val's performance definitely make it worthwhile, and certainly shelf-worthy, especially if you're a fan of Val Kilmer. So PQ and AQ, I give 5 out of 5. The supplements are a little light, but there's a documentary on Jim Morrison, a few deleted scenes, and so I would say that it's not bad. There's an interview with Oliver Stone that I've not watched, but I would say that on balance, this is a really good release, and certainly shelf-worthy. But on that note, and then of course just this has got the slipcase, and there's not really a whole lot to see underneath because it's the same artwork, and there is not any reversible artwork. But it does have the Blu-ray and the 4K Blu-ray and a digital code. So it was recently on sale for like $15, and that's absolutely worth it. As a collector, I would definitely say there's really no reason to pay more than $20 for a 4K Blu-ray. You just need to wait. Eventually they do come down, and oftentimes you can get a pretty good deal on them. So on that note, please do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and by all means, keep watching good cinema.